Chapter 4. Introduction to HTML. In this chapter, you will learn about basic structure of a website, different editors in HTML, coding in HTML, basic structure of an HTML document, body and line break elements. We all know that Internet is regarded as the worldwide network of computers. A server can be defined as a computer on the Internet which facilitates storage and also helps to run a website. The website on servers can be accessed by using other computers on the Internet. Web pages of a website are always written in hypertext markup language, HTML. Basic structure of a website. A website consists of three main sections: the home page, the main section, subsections. We call the first page of any website its home page. A short summary of the website is given to all those who visit the website through the home page. The main section of a website consists of headings of all the main areas. All the content which is useful for the visitors of the website lies in the subsections. HTML editors. HTML basically has two types of editors: text editors, WYSIWYG editors. Text editors. We can create HTML documents by using WordPad, Notepad, or any other available text editor. But a problem here is that in order to use the text editors, one has to know everything about HTML coding. If you wish to create an HTML document with the help of a notepad, you will have to follow the steps as given below. Step 1. Start by opening the notepad. In order to open a notepad, you will have to click on Start and then select All Programs. After this, go to Accessories and finally select Notepad. You will see that the Notepad window appears on your screen. Step 2. To open a new document in Notepad, you will have to go to the File menu and then select New. Step 3. Given below is an HTML document. Start typing in a similar fashion. Step 4. After this, go to File and click on Save As. Step 5. You will see that Save As dialog box will come up on the screen. Choose the place where your document should be saved for future reference. Note that you will have to enter the name of the file such that it has an extension .html or .htm. After all this, click on Save. WYSIWYG editors. WYSIWYG is a short form used to denote what you see is what you get. There is no need to have full knowledge about HTML so as to create web pages using this editor. There are graphical interfaces and various other tools present that help the users to create web pages. The users can also insert images, lists, tables, hyperlinks, etc. using this. Examples of commonly used WYSIWYG HTML editors are given below: Microsoft Front Page, Adobe Dreamweaver. The advantages of using what you see is what you get HTML editors over text editors are as follows. One does not need to have complete knowledge of the different tags and commands that are present in HTML. It saves time as websites are created in much less time as compared to the text editors. Viewing HTML documents in any web browser. HTML documents can be viewed in any web browser available, like the Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Firefox, etc. If you wish to view an HTML document in, let's suppose, Google Chrome, you will have to follow the steps given below. Firstly, you will have to open Google Chrome. Go to the file and then click on Open or press Ctrl+O from the keyboard. You will see that an Open dialog box has come up on the screen. Now select the HTML document which you have created with the name My First HTML Program. Select Open. Class Activity. Give examples of the following: web browser, text editors, what you see is what you get editors. HTML coding. To learn about coding in HTML, the first step is to understand the various components which help to build up an HTML code. These components are tags, attributes, and elements. Elements and tags in HTML. Web pages are made up of HTML elements. These HTML elements can be identified by the HTML tags which are used. Every HTML tag is enclosed in brackets, that is, it starts with a less than sign and ends with a greater than sign. Example, if you want your text to appear in bold, the HTML tag you will use is less than B greater than. To make a text appear in bold letters, less than B greater than should be used before the text. We call this text as the on tag or the opening tag. When the text that is to be put in bold letters ends, has to be used. We call this tag as the off tag or the closing tag. The on and off tags are almost same in appearance, but a slight difference between them is that there is a / after less than in the off tag. Thus, if you want your text to appear in bold, write as given below in the text editor. Less than B greater than text editor, less than / B greater than. When you will see this web page in any browser, it will look like this text editor. So every element in HTML will have an opening tag and a closing tag. The abbreviation for any command will lie in between these two. But you must also note that there are some elements in HTML which do not require a closing tag. Container elements. All the tags in HTML which need to be closed and have an on tag as well as an off tag and are known as container tags. Example, this line will be underlined. Less than U greater than is the on tag. Less than / U greater than is the off tag. Empty elements. Not all elements in HTML need to have a closing tag. Thus, all the elements in HTML that need an on tag but not an off tag are referred to as the empty elements. Example, the break tag doesn't require an off tag. Similarly, the tag used to draw a horizontal line, that is less than HR greater than. The tag also doesn't require an off tag. HTML attributes. All the extra information about the elements is provided to the users through the attributes. You will find the attributes inside the start tag. Example, we use the BG color attribute if we wish to set any background color of our web page. HTML rules. Some common rules to write a code in HTML are as follows. Whether the name of the tab or the attribute names are in the lowercase or the uppercase makes no difference. Thus, they are not case sensitive. Example, there is no difference between less than head greater than and less than head greater than in capitals. But the users should prefer to use the lowercase because it is mandatory to write in lowercase in case of full versions of HTML. Attribute values can be case sensitive. It doesn't matter whether there are spaces between the tags or not. Example, less than B greater than. This text is in bold. Less than / B greater than. This text is in bold. Less than / greater than are same. Elements can be nested. Example, if you wish that a certain text should appear in bold and it should also be underlined, then we can write the tag as given below. This is correct, but it will be incorrect if we write this as this is incorrect. The tag names cannot have spaces in between them. Example, less than head greater than is not the same as less than head greater than. Apart from this, it is also incorrect to insert spaces in between less than and greater than tags. Example, it would be incorrect to write less than B greater than and less than / B greater than. Class activity. Which of the following tags are correct? Structure of an HTML document. Every HTML document is composed of two parts, the head and the body. All the information pertaining to the document is present in the head. All that is displayed on any web page is a part of body. Text, graphics, etc. are included here. Given below is a basic structure of how an HTML document looks like. HTML. We can identify any document as being an HTML file with the help of the HTML element. Thus, an HTML document will always start with the less than HTML greater than tag and also end with it. Less than / HTML greater than. An HTML document is composed of two elements, that is, the head and the body. Further, there are other elements in the head and the body. Head. It is regarded as a container element. It consists of supplementary information with regard to the document. But you must note that most of the things that appear here are not shown on the web page. Title. The title of the web page comes here. The title, which appears here, will also be shown in the title bar when the user will see the page on the web browser. Note that it is a container element, hence it needs to be closed. Body. The main content of the web page is displayed in body. Body and line break elements. It is important to learn about the body and the line break elements to have a better understanding of coding in HTML. Body element. Because there is both on tag and off tag in the body element, we refer to it as a container element. This element consists of all the images and text that makes up a web page. Various other HTML elements that help to control and format the page also lie here. Some of the attributes of the body element that help the users to manage how the page will get displayed are given below. Attribute, text, explanation, example. We can use this to specify the color of the text in a given document. We can specify the color in terms of a hexadecimal code or in terms of color name. Attribute, BG color. Explanation. We can use this to specify what should be the background color of a given document. Just as in case of text, here also we can enter the value in terms of a hexadecimal code or in terms of a color name. Example. Attribute, left margin. Explanation. The name itself explains that we can use this to specify what should be the left margin. Numeric values are entered here and the unit is taken as pixels. Example. Top margin. Explanation. Again, we can judge from the name itself that we use this to specify what should be the top margin. Just like the left margin, the top margin is also expressed in numeric terms and pixels are taken as the unit. Example. Consider the example given below to have a better understanding of this. You will have to start by typing an HTML code in the notepad as we have discussed earlier. You already know that the HTML code you have typed will have to be saved with an extension .htm or .html. After this, you can view your file using any browser. Figure 4. If trees would have given Wi-Fi signals, we would have planted so many trees, but sadly, they give us only oxygen that is indispensable for our survival. This sarcastic quote on environment highlights an important issue today. We use the internet so extensively and are so engrossed in the virtual world that we do not realize the importance of trees and our surroundings. Man is cutting trees at such a fast pace for his own selfish benefits, and we do not even care to replace them. We do show our concern about the environment and related issues on social media, but sadly, this will not grow the trees. What is required is to go out, realize the importance of trees, and work towards the goal. If we do not step out and do something today, the day is not far when everyone would have to carry oxygen cylinders along everywhere they go. Line break element. You will use some browser to view the documents you have created in HTML, but note that this browser will not know anything about paragraph formatting on its own. Thus, to insert a new line, you will have to use an HTML tag called the line break less than BR greater than. Note that this tag is an empty tag, thus there is no need to use an off tag. Consider the example given below to have a better understanding of this. Here also, you will have to type the text given below in Notepad. Thereafter, saving the file with .html extension, and finally, viewing the document in a web browser, Figure 5. See that though you have typed the text in 2 paragraphs, yet when the file is viewed in the browser, everything is displayed as one single paragraph. It is very important for every individual to respect his or her elders. It is also important to note that elders were not born elders. They were kids like you and now grown old. Few years hence, you will also grow old. If today you will respect your elders, your present and future generations will carry those values and will learn to respect you as well when you grow old. The text appears in one single paragraph above. To solve this problem, we will use the break tag. To do so, you just have to enter the less than, BR, greater than tags wherever you want a new paragraph. Edit the above typed paragraph accordingly. Save it with the .html extension and view it in any browser. Magic! Now your text is displayed in paragraphs. Figure 6. It is very important for every individual to respect his or her elders. It is also important to note that elders were not born elders, they were kids like you and now grown old. Few years hence, you will also grow older. If today you will respect your elders, your present and future generations will carry those values and will learn to respect you as well when you will grow old. Note, we can use the break tags as many times as we want the number of lines to be left. Let us insert 4 lines by inserting 4 break tags after the first paragraph, Figure 7. Summary. A website is composed of 3 sections, namely the home page, the main section, the subsections. All the web pages that are displayed on the web have to be written in HTML. We need HTML editors like the text editors and the what you see is what you get to create and save documents in HTML. An HTML document cannot be viewed without a browser. All the codes in HTML are made up of elements, tags, and attributes. An HTML document is made up of 2 parts, that is head and body.